when they cut out the carbohydrate, their calories go down. So you're like, man, I'm fat as fuck because of the carbohydrates. No, you're fat as fuck because you eat too much fucking food. Boom! Boom! What's up, everyone? Marc Lobliner, CEO, MTS Nutrition, Chief Marketing Officer, TigerFitness.com, and IFBB Pro. Carb Intolerance. You know those people. I'm intolerant to carbohydrate. I cannot lose weight unless I cut out all my carbohydrate. And then you're like, okay, cool. Now I have a lot of people, and I coach MarcLobliner.com, and they'll come to me saying, dude, I just can't lose weight while I'm eating carbs. And they might be correct. Now, there are things like insulin resistance and things like that, but here's what it normally is, right? Like, there's essential proteins, right? And you want to get 1 gram per pound of body weight. I'm sorry, essential amino acids, that's proteins. Amino acids make up protein. And then you got essential fats. Without essential fats, your hormones can't be produced, you fucking die. Okay? But there's no such thing as an essential carbohydrate. So once you have your protein set at 1 gram per pound, your fat set at 0.3 to 4.5 grams per pound, then you're like, fuck, what do I take out of my diet once those go as low as they can? You take out carbohydrate. So here's what happens, right? A lot of people, when they gain fat, is because you eat too much goddamn food. Yes, you eat too much goddamn food. We've gone over this. People who don't track their shit normally fucking eat a lot of fucking food. They sneak junk food. They take candy from the fucking assistant's fucking desk. They fucking sneak junk all day long. It's just a snack. It doesn't count. It fucking counts. So, what happens is, when they cut out the carbohydrate, their calories go down. So you're like, man, I'm fat as fuck because of the carbohydrates. No, you're fat as fuck because you eat too much fucking food. So these people go on keto. And when you sit down and just snack on fucking bacon out of a bag, pork rinds maybe, who the fuck does that? Yeah, you snack on Doritos though, right? You snack on cookies though, right? At the end of the day, I think there are people who are carb intolerant. It happens. We're all fucking different. You know, it is what it is. 99% of, and I've trained tens of thousands of people, not all in person, but over the internet, through people I've employed, through businesses. I've had a chance to look at a lot of people's shit, a lot of people's diets, a lot of people's progress. Generally speaking, if people think they're carb intolerant, it's because they usually have a slower metabolism, which means that to get them to lose weight, we have to drop their calories. And if we're keeping the protein and fat adequate, what are we going to fill it in with? We got to cut carbs. So at the end of the day, I think that for some reason, the fitness media has gone on this big, like, people always ask, man, how do you lose weight on all them carbs? I'm like, because I'm not eating much fat. Like, there's 2 kinds of diets, right? Now, people on steroids tend to do better with carbs than fat. I'm on steroids. And also genetically, like, my son eats a gallon of fucking ice cream a day, can't gain a pound. That's in addition to his normal food. He's 13 years old. We have the same metabolism. It's genetics, right? But think about it. Like, I eat probably, the lowest I went on prep on a regular day, I had lower days, was 350 grams of carbs. 350, that was my low day. That was when I was shredded. But I was having only trace fats. So my calories weren't all that high. So when you ask somebody, man, how many carbs do you eat pre-contest? Doesn't matter. I'd be like, how many calories did you eat? Because that's what it really means. At the end of the day, for the most part, it's calories in, calories out. And your body tends to diet better with carbohydrate long term, or at least with some carbohydrate feedings, because your thyroid likes carbs. If you don't eat carbs for a long time, I'm not saying everybody's thyroid's going to die. Your thyroid's just like, fuck, man, give me some carbohydrate. So that's why a lot of trainers do, carb cycling. All carb cycling is implementing periodic refeeds. Some trainers like Dave Palumbo, they do weekly cheat meals. I like 2 times a week refeeds and free meals, and I like diet breaks. Diet breaks, I gotta do a video on diet breaks. It's basically taking 5 to 10 or even more days off of a diet and going to maintenance or slightly above to reset your hormones and shit, right? But the bottom line is, I think that we need to stop vilifying carbohydrates and just realize that, look, some people might enjoy the bottom line is the reason why low carb diets work is because they give people who have a tendency to overeat carbohydrate less opportunity to fuck up their diet by binging on a loaf of bread. Because who the fuck wants to binge on chicken breast? Nobody. Well, yeah, I like chicken breast. But at the end of the day, man, it's harder to overeat on protein and fat because it's just not as delicious. It is what it is. Like, you know, I understand I love steak as much as the next guy, but like steak satiates. You can only eat so much steak, right? But like you put a bag of chips in front of someone in a football game on TV, they're gonna eat like 20 fucking bags and some fucking buffalo wings and whatever else and cake and pie and cookies. That's why people get fat and dip that bitch in dip and fucking cheese or ranch dressing or something. So guys, carb intolerance exists, but you probably don't have it. You probably just either have a slow metabolism or you eat more food than you admit or think you eat. That's it. That's the end. Carb intolerance, it's a bunch of bullshit most of the time, but to lose fat, if your protein and fat are set at a certain level, your metabolism's slower, you're gonna have to drop carbs, which means, I guess you're carb intolerant, or I mean, you eat less carbs to lose weight. But intolerance is a really bad word. I'm very tolerant of carbs, tolerant of everybody, not a racist. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Comment down below. Do you think you're carb intolerant? Do you think I'm full of shit? Do you think America's carb intolerant and the sugar industry is working against us to get us big, fat, and to die so Big Pharma can take us over and inject us with experimental shit and take control of our minds and communism? Or do you think that we just need to lower our calories to lose fat? Anyway, guys, hope you enjoy this. I am getting more hype during my videos. This is how I started the channel. I enjoy doing this. I get the point across. I get back to old boom Marc, which people say they want. If this pisses you off, I'm sorry. My views suck anyway. Don't care. Hopefully you like this. Hopefully it's entertaining. I love you guys. Be sure to shop at tigerfitness.com. Buy all your stuff. These are the Tiger Fitness Game Day hats. I believe we have 13 varieties of them. Get all your supplements there too. Also, be sure to like this video, subscribe to this channel, comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. By the way, that's not a game. As an IFBB pro bodybuilder, husband, father of 3, and full-time high school strength coach, I need to know that my pre-workout can not only power me through the most grueling workouts, but also when I leave the gym, I want my brain to be firing at the ultimate capacity, at the highest level. That's why we created Ambrosia Kinetic, the only mushroom-enhanced pre-workout that not only helps you with energy, not only helps you with focus, but also gives you the power to grind through the most grueling workouts. Ambrosia Kinetic is the perfect pre-workout for in the gym and out of the gym. Try Kinetic today.